Tunisia get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Time for the first of the anthems. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. So we're up and running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
That's an imaginative pass. And this is Luis Suarez. Crosses it in. Cleared away. Van Basten. Royce. Here's Rodri. Royce. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hernandez. Rice aimed beyond the defence. Lampard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He slings it in.
Well played and well cleared.
Ribéry. Oh, good take. It's Lampard! Now, who's going to be first to this? So it is still 0-0. Rice.
Vasco da Gama genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
It's Hernandez. Ribéry. And it's Ribéry. And he's forced to go back. Kubasi. Now Davids. Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and
Royce.
early.
That'll be a corner. The keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Serginho. Now it's Ribéry. Royce is the team's great visionary. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That looks a cracking ball. Aguero. Goes for a shot! That's a sharp pass. Bruno Fernandes. And the return pass. Royce. And it's Royce. Hernandez. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Royce. Lovely feet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Aguero. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Rooney. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Rooney. Rooney! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Rooney clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Now the ball in. Rijkaard getting this one clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Royce. And it's Aguero. Oh, easy pickings there. Bastoni. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Van Basten. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was...
The referee says that is that for the first half. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side yet off the mark.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Here is the first touch of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Rooney. Now it's Rice. And it's Royce. Oh, he's bustling through here. And Basten. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Aguero is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Ribéry. And Serginho tries to play it through. Lampard. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. And that's going to be a goal kick. Rodri. Bastoni. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Hernandez. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Rodri. Knocks it into space. Serginho is there to clear. And it's Rodri. 60 minutes played. Takes a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Van Basten. It's a good ball out wide. That is headed for... Oh, great leap! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Now it's Aguero. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Rice. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's intervened well there. Davids. Now it's Aguero. Oh, super find. That's the keeper's ball. Rodri. And here's Rooney. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Royce. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Shoots! Lampard gets flagged offside.
Indonesia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's a pretty loose pass. Space for him to turn and look. That's going across goal. Defending of the desperate variety. So what can they make of this?
Vasco da Gama have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Aguero. And it's Olmo.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Rijkaard. Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lampard receives it in a wide position.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Somewhat off target. Hernandez. Oh, it's Van Basten. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Bruno Fernandes. It's Hernandez. Bastoni cuts out the pass. Hernandez. That's the end. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Atenção, o fumo só é permitido nas áreas indicadas no estádio. Hello everyone, and welcome.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Listen to him, few would question his record or his reputation, but I wonder what you think stands out about him.
Well, consistency for one, Peter, but I also like the calm aura he exudes. He'll go out of his way to make everything look effortless. He firmly believes that gave him the psychological edge.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yeah. And that is a little undercooked. And he's straight offside. Vieira. Here's Cannavaro. Lam. Kaká.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add...
He's rising! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's been cut out, well played. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Suarez in acres of space out wide. Vieira.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's picked his way through. Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come off the upright. Gattuso. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a... And Aubameyang! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Shimizu Espos are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Luis Suarez! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Lampard finds himself offside. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And here's Aubameyang. Space for him to turn and look. Produces a cross. And that's been won straight back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Luis Suarez. There's the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Gattuso clears it away. Cristiano Ronaldo, very much a man of this moment. Vieira. And it's Aubameyang. Lam has created one goal already. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And this is Luis Suarez. And it's been played through. Yang. And it's Kaka. Can he get on? Real chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Aguero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's managed to get rid. Shimizu Espulse have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Gattuso. Great vision. That has been cut short. Davids. Serginho. And here's Aguero. Goes for the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Ribéry. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Szoboszlai. Kaka. Gattuso. Rijkaard. Now it's Aguero. He's a sharp little ball here. And that could well leave a mark. Gattuso. That's it, 45 minutes up. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Shimizu Espulse, number 23. Dominic Szoboszlai.
So into the second half.
Number 15.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down...
And the shot! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control. Threads one in. Goes for a shot! It's hit the upright. And he goes cross-field. And the pass is intercepted. Van Dalton. Ball's gone out of play. Kubasi. Cannavaro calmly anticipates.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
He's shifting through the gears here. Plays it across. Dani Olmo, chance here to counter. Looking for options for movement.
Pretty robust defending.
Dani Olmo. Son Heung-min. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Cannavaro. To Lam. Gattuso. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, good block! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And there's a goal! touch! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 4,
Indonesia can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this?
Number 26,
Serginho.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
coming on the field.
And
Number
here's
7,
Suarez. He'll try from distance.
number 88,
Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
number 13, Paul Scholes.
Tries to play it through. Indonesia still have the cards to affect this game. It's goals! Lacking in accuracy.
Indonesia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Lam has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Knocks it into space. Ferran Torres is onto this. Now it's Hullet. Scholes. And here's Suarez. Chance, surely! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Son Heung-min is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Gattuso. This is a promising build-up. Well, that looks a decent ball. Thinks about the shot. Delivery from Mbappe. And that's been intercepted. Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, I just think it was really good movement, but I think a couple of defenders got caught ball watching there when they should have been picking up the danger man.
Shimizu Espulse, palpably stronger, better, superior. Can he get it through?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Big chance! No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Lam. Son Heung-min. That has ended up in no man's land. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Serginho. And it's Gerrard. Scholes running with intent. Nicely weighted ball. Luis Suarez! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So could they be onto something here? And here's Ferran Torres, looking for the run. Serginho. Gerrard.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And the finish! That's another chance! It's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Well, football is, of course,
today's
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, I can tell you, Peter, that I actually...
He's going for goal! So, a breakthrough already. That has not gone well. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get on the end of this? And they can counter here. Well timed, excellent interception. Rafael Varane. Cruyff. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. Neymar. Hoisted in. Dani Olmo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well read. Nice interception. Pirlo. Now it's Neymar. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Ribery. Oh, he's impressive job against the crossbar. Stood up well to him there. Shot could be on. It's Luis Suarez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now they can spring out of defence. Threads one in.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Neymar. Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
How Kubasi tries to clear. And here's a... goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Looking for the run. And he plays one through. It's Aguero! It is a fantastic goal! About as smooth as it gets. And on this day, when he celebrates his 200th appearance, a memorable moment. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Almost half an hour in now. And this is Neymar. He has found the way through. Neymar! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Looking for options for movement. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Luis Suarez! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Mbappe. Here's a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Messi. There, Messi! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on...
Shot at goal! So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Pull it. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And it's Pirlo. Dani Olmo. And this is Pull it. Big chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to...
It's Aguero! Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Neymar, Van Balten demonstrating his defensive quality there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Neymar. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Davids. And it's Lampard. Now it's Dani Olmo. And it's half-time. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Hello, everyone. This is a safety announcement. In view of safety, please remain seated at all times during this match. Thank you for your cooperation.
The second period is on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Muscular approach does pay off here. He's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Pirlo. Ribery. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Luis Suarez! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Davids with the foul. Pirlo. Lampard charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Luis Suarez! And that has been cleared. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position
And the shot! Well, now it's a race. Oh, what has happened here? Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Great vision. Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
And he's intervened well there. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Luis Suarez. That's headed upfield. And it's Hullet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Maldini calmly anticipates. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Davids. Now it's Aguero. Now it's Dani Olmo.
Oh, really well played.
Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super ball! Neymar, who can single-handedly make a difference. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, it's come loose. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Davids. Pass somewhat off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Messi! And that really should have been that.
Messi is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Aguero, he's found a way through. Varane defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that pass isn't the best. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pirlo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Cruyff. There they go, hunting in packs. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Such good technique.
Chance! It's hit the upright.
Mbappe just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blame.
Substitution on the field. Number 15.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on the field is number 7.
He's in a great position here. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Serginho. That ball looks a good one. Aguero. Neuer claims comfortably. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, nicely intercepted. No, he refuses to take the bait. Now it's Luis Suarez. 2 minutes to be added on. Neymar. Can he get away here? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Now it's Neymar. He's beaten. It's Neymar! And that's it. Indonesia were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning.
Senhoras e senhores, sejam bem-vindos.
So bring it
à
on.
partida
Hype,
de hoje.
expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Watching, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
Oh, they can break here. He is through here. Nicely weighted ball. Well, played right into his path. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pepe. And it's with the keeper. Ferdinand. Desai. Zola. So no chances falling either way for the time being. And it's Maicon. Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's fabulous. It's Ribéry. Serginho defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
And this is Zola. Oh, look at the chance for a shot! Goal! Internacional! And it's Internacional who take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Internacional are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Aguero. Well read, nice interception. Ferdinand is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Chance to a header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. But he's left disappointed.
He probably had a good view of it as well, Peter. Obviously, an inch or two lower, and that's in the back of the net. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Ribéry. Lampard. Good read, needed to be. Zola.
Internacional always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And he's going to have his name taken. Pirlo. And it's Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's having a hit! Messi! Genius! A finish right from the top draw. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Internacional are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Lampard has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Nagatomo looking for options for movement. Shoots! Lampard, Ribéry, and the counter is on. Nagatomo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lampard wants to run onto this. Pirlo. He's looking wide. And now the breakaway.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Nagatomo just loves to go forward whenever he can. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Messi. Pirlo. And here's Eto'o. Oh. Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Internacional with the corner, there first. They've played it short. Zola. Cross from Zola. Pirlo! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Desai picks it up from the goal kick. Davids. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, perfect. Aguero. Can he finish? Zola looking understandably energised after his goal. He's got away. Great vision. It's come to nothing. And we've reached half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we get things going again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Pirlo. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Eto'o. Ribery calmly anticipates. That has not gone well. Pirlo. He's had it taken off him. Aguero. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. And here's Messi. He's gone for goal! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, what has happened here? Nagatomo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Looking for the run. He's having a shot! And there's a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So could they be onto something here? Serginho. Internacional are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Zola.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Dani Olmo with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 4.
Tunisia choosing to make the first change.
Camisa 6.
Oh, this is a great position.
Camisa 3.
That's a dangerous ball.
Deixando o campo para
Cross goes in there.
Camisa 69. Camisa
Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Camisa 5.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Luis Suarez is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Zola. Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Akanji. Now it's Eto. That is a brilliant interception. And here's Zola. And he's managed to get free. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Just about up to 75 minutes. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. He has found the way through. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Messi plays it short. Aubameyang gets a foot in here. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Eto'o! And it's there! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Substituição no time do Internacional.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So now the difference is 3. He's found the way, shapes to shoot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Ball is over the line. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Aguero. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pirlo, and he's forced to go back. Aguero, and that pass just didn't quite work. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Aguero! Oh, crossbar! And it's been taken short. Akanji. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Aguero. And there's the shot! Oh, the keeper's equal to it. And it's Maicon. That looks a good ball through. Peruzzi claims it, safe hands. Can he spark a counter here? Drogba, and it's been played through. He's shifting through the gears here. Azar. Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee brings it to a close. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And now we observe the national anthems.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
So that's got things underway. Rijkaard completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
And he's picked it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Lovely pass, but can he get there? In it comes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Played out towards the right wing. Rodri to Messi. Spread out to the left. Davids. Now it's Luis Suarez. Knocks it into space. Aguero providing an outlet on that flank. Rodri. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Dani Olmo. Davids. And it's Davids. Kubasu. And here's Suarez. And here's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo crosses. Beckenbauer tries to clear. He's had it taken off him. Rodri.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he cuts out the supply. Over to the right flank. Wriggles his way through. And he's managed to get free. Can he get it through? And this is Messi. Crosses it in. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Davids. And it's Luis Suarez. Dani Olmo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Spread it left. Koundé. Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for a runner. He's on it. Can he get away? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Messi. Rodri, a player who needs no introduction. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. And here's... Great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Messi plays it short. He is just caressing the ball. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Pinches it off him. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ribéry. Now it's Luis Suarez. Applies the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
There they go, hunting in packs. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Suarez couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Picked out brilliantly. Dani Olmo, who can single-handedly make a difference. 40 minutes gone, half-time closing in. Aguero going forward. That is good strength. Very nicely done. Aguero! Again, a brilliant save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
They've played it short. Now it's Lampard. And there's the shot! And it's Serginho. Tries one from range. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Indonesia certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. Back on the way then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Lampard. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Aguero.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Goes for goal! Oh, crossbar! That's a decent clearance. It is a corner, good chance. And it's been taken short. He's having a pop! Oh, off the bar! Rodri can get it clear. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's looking wide. Lampard looking to shake off some unwanted attention. Well, he's had a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Messi is always scanning the pitch for targets. Mbappe! Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tries to play it through, and he's in on goal. Big chance! Verbruggen clears. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. He's picked his way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe is fouled. And that's going to be a booking. Aguero, he'll try from distance! Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Ribery, nicely weighted ball. There could be trouble here. Oh, it's Aguero! And it's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 4.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Número 26.
Tunisia have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Aguero. That's put paid to the danger. They get a throw in. And here's Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. So no flag here. That's good play. Goes for the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
And here's Aguero. And he's being shifted off it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. You have to expect that from everyone now.
Pass is just off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hormati. Indonesia close now to seeing this one through to the end. Great vision. Space for him to turn and look. He has found the way through. Delivery from an impressive jump.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
2 minutos de compensación.
Mbappe. Bellingham. Gerrard. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.